I know some of you might say that her rating is low because she isn't a beginner-friendly character, or maybe you just don't know on how to use her. Sodabee heal won't activate immediately and is a buff base called Cure, which activates at the end of everyone's turn. It sounds bad, and it is bad if you use it incorrectly, but with a proper timing, Sodabee is actually a great all-in-one character. In order to properly heal with Sodabee, you need to treat her heal card like any buff or debuff card, where you use them first. I don't know about y'all, but I always use any heal card at 2-star minimum, cause the percentage increase between a 1-star and 2-star card is usually quite far. And that is the same when I use Sodabee. Her heal is based on her attack, meaning if it isn't obvious enough, the higher her attack is, the better her heal will be. And having a high attack on Sodabee is really important for her, not just for her heal, but also for something that we'll talk about later. Anyway, getting a decent enough attack is fairly easy. At 2-star, her heal card provides heal based on 75% of her attack, which might sound low, but remember that it is a 2-stack of cure buff, and also healing don't increase exists. And if you are using her heal card at Insight 3, before this card inflicts the cure buff on all allies will take effect immediately. Meaning if you have 2 of her heal cards, the second time you use it, it will trigger all of the previous cure buff and gives you another 2 cure buff after. In the moment of clutch, that can be helpful. It is even better if you have your Sodabee at P3, as her heal card gets percentage increase there. Sodabee heal is only best described as use and forget. Use it once and you can forget about it for the next 2 rounds. Her ultimate is a mass attack that targets all enemies. Her ultimate also allows her to trigger all of the cure buff as well as the poison debuff immediately. Speaking of poison, her other card is a debuff card that can inflict poison to 2 enemies for 2 rounds. At Insight 1 upgrade, the duration is increased by 1 round, and to use this card, you want to never ever combine this card and instead use them separately. Why? Because the poison is tagged separately, and the poison damage multiplier won't increase even if you combine this card. Her poison damage is based on 30% of her attack and is counted as a Genesis damage. Poison debuff also counted as a negative status, so if you pick Blasphemer of Night psychube by mistake, and if you are crazy enough to run Sodabee as a DPS, you can use that psychube on her. Yes, you heard it right. You can use Sodabee as a DPS if you want to. Stack as much poison as possible on the enemy, then use her ultimate to trigger all of them. And this is the reason why having a high attack on her is really important, cause not just it improves her heal, but it also improves her damage, especially her poison damage. That is just how great she is as a character. Is she worth investing in? Obviously. Why is that even a question? She is literally one of the best characters out there. She can DPS, she can provide an immediate or heal over time, or even both, and she can also blast the enemy with a rain of poisons. So I truly don't understand why her rating is only B. At the lowest, she should be S min minimum due to how versatile she is. As someone who also uses Balloon Party in my main account, I can say that they are quite similar in a way, but Sodabee is more offensive due to her poison and ultimate combo. So what is the best psychube to be put on her? If you want to run her as a pure DPS, then you can use Blasphemer of Night. Her own psychube is also good as it gives her a healing don't increase, and the unique effect will let her heal the lowest HP ally by 24% of her attack when she is using her debuff card, though can only activate every 1 round. Which isn't that great, but the healing don't increase is somewhat okay. You can also use her second life psychube, so when she uses her ultimate, it will heal all allies by 32% of her attack. For the resonate, try to stack as much attack percent as possible.